Thank you everybody for coming. I just want to share with you a quick thought. The Mishnah Masechta Sukkah says, Kol Shivas Yamim, Adamoisa Sukkasai Keva, Ubeisai Arai. For 7 days you make your house established, you make your Sukkah established and your house temporary. So okay, we all know what that means. That your main living quarters is supposed to be the Sukkah and your house is going to be temporary. But then oddly, the Mishnah digresses to a different topic. The Mishnah talks about Yardu Geshamim. What if the rain falls? Me'emasai mutar lefanois. When could you clear in? Misha tisrach hamikva. When the porridge starts to become spoiled, then you could go in. Basically, when the food gets ruined, you could go inside. So the question that many ask is, what is the connection between these two halachas? Halacha number one, you make your sukkah keva in your house arai. Number two, what if the rain falls? Well, what does the rain falling have to do with whether you have to make your sukkah established or not? That's the kasha. What's the hemshech in the Mishnah? So I want to tell you an approach of Rabbi Avraham Broide. Rabbi Avraham Broide was the Gadol Hadar, was the biggest lamdin of his generation. He says like this, there are two reasons for Sukkah. Reason number one is Ananei HaKavod, to commemorate the clouds of glory that Hashem gave Klal Yisrael when we left Mitzrayim. Reason number two is that in the aftermath of Yom Kippur, if it was decreed upon us that we need to go into Galus, we fulfill it by going into the Sukkah. What's the nafkamina between these two reasons, between Ananei HaKavod or Galus? The nafkamina is if the rain falls. If the reason for Sukkah is Ananei HaKavod, that means we're going in like kings. We're going in to commemorate the honor, the glory, the majesty that the Rebbeinu Shem bestowed upon us when we left Mitzrayim. So then if it rains, we should go inside because that's not a very glorious situation. On the other hand, if the reason for Sukkah is because we are obligated to be in Galus perhaps after Yom Kippur, then if the rain falls, we have to stay. That's the whole reason we went outside, because maybe we're chayiv Galus. So if the weather isn't good, then we're fulfilling our obligation even more so. Now, says Rabbi Avraham Broide, the Mishnah begins, for 7 days you have to make your sukkah keva and your house arai, which the Gemara explains means you take all your nice kalim, you bring it out to the sukkah, you bring your silver out to the sukkah, you bring your dining room tables out to the sukkah, you make it a very majestic experience. That must mean the ikar reason for a sukkah is Ananei HaKavod, not to be in Galus. Therefore the Mishnah says, if it rains, then you go inside. That's the hemshech according to Avraham Broide. I would have said much more simply. The Mishnah begins, 7 days you make your sukkah keva, your house arai. Why? Teishvu ke'en taduru. You need to live in the sukkah as if you would live in your house. Therefore the Mishnah continues, since the reason for sukkah is governed by teishvu ke'en taduru, if it rains, so you wouldn't stay in a room in your house if water was coming down, so too, if it rains in the sukkah, you're allowed to go inside mitztayer pater. Meaning the hemshech is, since the sukkah is supposed to be like your house, it should be living in the sukkah, teishvu ke'en taduru. That's the reason why mitztayer is pater. Have a great day everyone. Kol tov.